Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and the host of Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I want to share something with you, and let me be crystal clear to leave an everlasting impact upon you. Just imagine being buried alive. You're in a coffin, but you're not dead. You don't know how to get out of the coffin. You try to lift the lid. The enormous weight of the dirt upon the lid will prevent you from getting out. You just think you're going to die. Then you say, maybe if I bang on the lid, maybe I can unsettle the dirt and get out that way. Or maybe if I do unsettle the dirt, somebody might notice and start digging their way down towards me. This is what it's like to find yourself at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help. You know you can't do it alone, but you don't know where to turn. In reality, there are people waiting to help you. You just don't realize that. Usually, though, people don't think about death when they're habitually abusing drugs and alcohol. In order to feed an addiction, you have to be great at repressing the fear of death. Did it ever cross your mind that maybe, just maybe, you might overdose and take something that was preciously given to you by the Lord Jesus called life? Not just away from you, but you take your life away from the people that love and count on you most. Your children, your grandchildren, your mother, your father, your husband, your wife. With this, let me leave one last thought. Don't be the person on these index cards that I'm reading about that didn't ask for help when they had a chance, that they waited until it was too late. Because once you're in that coffin, there is no turning around. Then it's between you and your maker. There is no help to be found then. Turn to people like myself at 844-405-HELP, and I promise you, I will help you take your life back before your life is gone. There are other people like Larry Geis from the Geis Academy at 516-458-2741. Larry Geis is an addiction recovery coach, a life coach. He will help you from your addiction to recovery, from depression to happier times, from low self-esteem to raise your self-esteem. Larry Geis and I always tell folks like you that it doesn't matter where you've been. It doesn't matter where you came from. What matters is that you're here, that you're asking for help, and you're not the person that's on these index cards. You're asking for help, that you need help with maybe your depression or your low self-esteem or your addiction or whatever else you might need help for. 516-458-2741. You can Google him at www.odysseyconsultant.org. Larry Geis from the Geis Academy. Let Larry Geis help take back your life. Let me help take back your life by calling me at 844-405-HELP. 844-405-HELP. Let's talk about anxiety and stress. And let's somehow turn anxiety and stress into happiness. Today I want to talk about the 12 steps in turning crippling anxiety and stress into happiness. Consider yourself a slave to stress. You're not alone. Everyone is somehow or another. The fast-paced life can suck the soul and life right out of you, leaving you a little bit of time with your family and friends. Bookmark this video. Put it somewhere where you can watch it over and over again. Because the next time you're feeling all frazzled, bring it up and implement one of the items, if not all 12, to help you turn anxiety and stress into happiness. Number one is spoil yourself. If work keeps you busy and you're so tired at the end of the day and you can't even think of anything else but to jump into bed, here's a little something that may help you. Thanks to online shopping, you can grab something like you just maybe a few clicks away, and yes, retail therapy still works wonders, and it is a stress buster. Number two, stop dwelling. What you focus on expands. That's an undeniable law of physics. Dwelling on your problems, especially those that you have no control of, is only going to worsen things, and per law of attraction, you'll keep attracting more of it into your life. If there's something you can actually do about the issue, do it. If there's nothing you can do about it, well, that's exactly what you need to do. Nothing. P.S. A good chunk of the things you're worrying about at the moment aren't really going to matter in the next few weeks, months, because they just work themselves out. Number three, try pet therapy. Studies have found that individuals who own a pet have much less risk of heart disease, blood pressure, fluctuations, and yes, considerably low stress levels. Apart from these benefits, the joy of coming home to a cute and cuddly little cannot be explained in any sort of ways. So go ahead and adopt a dog or a cat. Release anger. Keeping your emotions bottled up inside, worst thing you can do. And when I say release anger, I'm talking about release it in a good way. Don't be too hard on yourself. You're human. It's okay to cry yourself to sleep or scream into a pillow if you need to. The next one is number 5. Deal with acceptance. Okay, this one is a toughie, folks. Acceptance is difficult for every single one of us, whether it comes from taking responsibility for some bad we have done or accepting unchangeable situations in life. Truth is, we're all seeking closure, and it can come to you at an individual level once you accept that there is an issue and you move on. You can do the best what you can, but you also need to have faith in your higher power. If you're having trouble coming to terms with something you obviously don't want to do, pray and ask God for guidance. Choose transformation. When stress hits, everyone reacts differently. Some may want to binge eat and watch crappy movies. Others may want to throw a tantrum, and some others may indulge in alcohol and drugs, which I don't suggest. Most of us turns towards unhealthy obsessions that we need for outlet of stress, and the best way to tackle this is to transform it into something healthier. The next time you're hit by stress, instead of engaging in stuff you'll feel guilty about the next day, take a break and distract yourself into something healthy, like motivating, taking a nice long bath, or reading a good book for at least 30 minutes. By the end of the day, you're almost likely to have calmed down and feel loads better. Cut down on stress and things. You'll probably already identified events that things take too much of your time, leave you feeling stressed and really happy. If there are not something you can count to do without, it is okay to cut them off. This applies to material things as well. Scientists have found that cluttery little demands your attention, and it demands it quite often. And that's the last thing you want. Be body wise. Probably one of the most underrated ways to tackle stress is to have the correct posture at all times. Whether you're working or relaxing, remember that energy flows through your entire body from head to toe, and not sitting correctly can disrupt its flow throughout the body, creating blockages that lead to stress, fatigue, and weakness. Be responsible. If you're doing too many things and being in too many places at the same time, you're bound to go wrong at some point or another. The next time that happens, remind yourself that it's okay not to be everything and be everywhere at the same time within 24 hours. You're only human, and you just have 24 hours to do whatever you can whenever you want. It is okay to set priorities and focus on things that matter most: healthy relationship, a stable career, and good lifestyle. Practice mindfulness. An overloaded mind is agitated, and it invites never-ending worry, crippling anxiety, and stress. Before you collapse under the burden of it all, practice mindfulness. For a few minutes, do nothing at all and focus on your breath. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and do nothing at all, focusing on just one single thing: you breathing. Mindfulness practice often has innumerable benefits, both physically and psychologically. Get advice. Believe it or not, sometimes all you need to do is look at a situation from a different perspective. And the best way to do that is to find someone that can help you look with their eyes what you're looking with your eyes. Don't hesitate to reach out to those special friends who will always seem to have the right answer, or even those who have general optimistic towards attitudes in life. Laugh out loud. Even if it feels like the entire world is crumbling down on you, there's one simple trick that works effectively when it comes to lightening your mood: laughing. It may be a bit hard to laugh and feel cheerful when you're all stressed out and upset with everything, but the faking it does work. For an extra something, Check out funny cat videos or silly memes they bound to give you the giggles. Put the internet into good use and start YouTubing. Want stress-free life? The choice is yours. Write this down for a second. Right this very second, make a decision to live a happy life. Take action sometimes is all you need to do. Folks, 12 steps turn crippling anxiety into stress and happiness. Number 1 was spoil yourself. Go on to the internet and go shopping. Stop dwelling on the past and stop dwelling on things you cannot change, folks. Try pet therapy. Coming home to a cuddly little thing is always a good thing. Release anger. Keeping your emotions bottled up inside of you is the worst thing you can do. Sooner or later, like a volcano, your head is going to explode. Next one is deal with acceptance. Deal with acceptance. Next one is choose transformation. When stress hits, everyone reacts differently. Some want to binge eat, some want to drink and do drugs. Don't do any of those. Find something that's safe to do that is not going to hurt you. Cut down on stressy things. You're probably already identified events and things that take too much of your time, leaving you stressed and rarely happy. Avoid them like the plague. Be body-wise. Probably one of the most underrated ways to tackle stress is to have correct posture. The way you sit. Remember, from head to toe, blood flows through the veins. So if you don't sit properly, it can actually cause some blockage, which in hand can turn into fatigue and tiredness. Be responsible. If you're doing too many things, too many places at the same time, set what is most important and do those first. Practice mindfulness. An over mind can be agitating, so practice breathing in and out. Get advice. You must have someone in your life that you can count on. 4 eyes are better than 2 eyes. Look at the same thing together as 2 different people. See if you come up with the same answer to the same problem. And laugh out loud. Folks, the laughing part, when I was drinking constantly, I never laughed. Now I laugh at everything. Do I choose to do that? Of course I do. Do I want to do it? Of course I do. Did I choose not to do it when I was drinking? Of course I didn't. I didn't choose that. That is what alcoholism and drug addiction does. It makes you concentrate tunnel vision on your addiction. And it can be other addictions, gambling, sexual, whatever. It is time for you folks today to start a brand new life. A new day. Let today be a new chapter in your life. Let yesterday be gone. Yesterday can't be changed, but you can learn from it. And you can help other people with your experiences. I hope to God that you have the best day of your life, folks. And I hope to God that you all have a sober rest of your life. You all have a stress-free life. And that you all eliminate anxiety and stress for the rest of your lives. And may God bless each and every one of you. Take Your Life Back Today show with Ralf Friedrichs. Take care.